All right, welcome back to Cosmic Dialect Tarot. I tied my tarot deck in like a little bow, kind of cute. I have a few decks out here. I'm like, which one? First and foremost, let's welcome the trusted angels, trusted ancestors into our space as I read for whoever watches Cosmic Dialect Tarot. Thanks for coming back. Thanks for supporting my channel. I sat for a long time and tried to write some notes because I felt like I needed to. I felt like I wanted to, but then nothing came out. So that in itself could be of significance. Feeling like you need to say something and not being able to, or feeling like you want to say something and you're like, kind of like, well, nope. I'm just gonna see what happens. I'm not gonna say shit. I'm just gonna see what happens. Maybe that's how you're feeling, because that's literally what happened. Okay. Yeah. Let's okay, we're doing these. I'm gonna do these and then these. Okay. And then I have my elementals out here. I like these. Artwork on them is really cool too. So maybe we'll do these at the end. We'll see how the timing goes on this. Okay. I got my pumpkin over here. And this, oh yeah, I made this light box thing that you can see. Ah! Woo! Okay. Elementals are like, do now. Do me now. That's what she said. Okay, shut up. The elemental said, do me now. That's not what I'm saying, or my elemental cards. But actually they are saying that, but hold on. If you're easily offended and have no sense of humor, you probably shouldn't watch my channel, okay? And thank you to everyone who does. Love you. Thank you for subscribing. Thanks for coming back. We're gonna do one of these now. The bitch said talk, 211. What else? I don't know. Let's find out. I did my own nails, so you know how that goes if you watch me. Mostly how I shuffle. I want one of those automatic nail dryers so bad. I'm like, why, bitch? Why do you move ever so slightly for the first, like, I'll wait. It feels like forever. And then I finally do the slightest thing and it fucks them up. Frigs them up. It frigs them up. Crystal on the bottom of the deck. I don't know. Let's shuffle. Let's find out. For the people who watch Cosmic Dialect, what element do we have for them? Or animal? Oh, okay. Whoa, this is turned around. We have wave. Interesting. I'm not going to pull wave, but that was turned around. Waves, water, ocean. Maybe you're around ocean. Maybe you're about to go on vacation. Maybe you're wanting to or needing to. I know I need to. But sometimes I get a little annoyed at certain tarot readings when they're like telling you to do all these things that are incredibly privileged things to be able to do. Like vacations, taking hot baths, making a smoothie. Or like, I don't have a smoothie machine or a juice maker. You know, like, or, you know, I don't have the money to go on a vacation right now and go put my toes in the ocean. Like, things that we clearly want to do, but, like, aren't always an option. Here comes the accents that come through sometimes. It's not always an option. Hopefully, at some point, that's an option for you. If it is now, hell yeah. Fuck yeah. Frig yeah. I had a dream, and I don't normally share my dreams because usually they're insignificant and just weird. And random stuff that belongs for me and myself and I. But this one is kind of cool. Maybe you'll find a message in it for you. I was in what I was told in my dream was Panama. And I don't know shit about Panama. I've been to Costa Rica, but I've never been to Panama. I don't know shit about it. And in the dream, I was like hiking through the mountains, and then I looked on the map And I was like, whoa, dude, Panama is full of mountains. And then I was like, and then there was a bunch of pumas, like specifically a lot of the letter P is significant. Pumas, Panama, papa. So, and there was a lot of pumas in my dream. And then it kind of shifted into being like about the Philippines. And then that old woman, I forget her name, but she's a tattooer, and she's like still alive. Or no, maybe she passed away. I'm embarrassed because I'm a tattoo artist. She could have passed away. Oh, if I had Wi-Fi, I would look. Anyways, it turned into that, and then running into her on this like trail that we were walking on, and she literally looked like a giant like a giant blister or sore, like somebody, like she looked all contorted, like maybe that's more of a message for me, but like she had been sitting in the same place for like a million years, and her body turned into like a giant. So maybe just a message to do some stretching while you're working. I know that's a message for me as a tattooer. And that was interesting. And there was a lot of cannabis in that dream as well. Like, and then there was like, this part's a little sad. People selling furs like on the side of the trail as we were walking. Well, it was me by myself, actually. I was by myself. When I say we, it was because I would run into other people walking, like, felt like tourist, like it was a very touristy area that I was on, the trails we were walking on. But I went like off trail, and I was in Panama, and then it like turned into the Philippines. I don't know shit about either of these places. Again, with the letter P. And I don't know shit about either of these places. And yeah, off trail, there was like these bamboo sticks that had these beautiful furs like folded over them that almost had like a blue hue to them, and like they were spotted like cat fur, like a jaguar, tiger, like it was like, it looked like a liger, like if someone was like skinning a liger that had like a blue hue to it, and they were selling them to pay for their hash, is what the village people, because I talked to a couple of them, and they specifically told me this is very specific, okay, and hopefully YouTube doesn't get mad. This is in my dream. I spoke to a village woman who her daughter's arm was amputated because a puma attacked her daughter, but her daughter survived, and her arm was cut off, and her daughter was walking around with like this stub arm, and they were like, yeah, I don't know how it came up, the price, but they said they paid $299 every 2 weeks to smoke from morning until day for 2 weeks. And I don't know if that was expensive or not. That was just that's what my dream said. So could be important, could not. For me, I don't smoke hash. I can't anymore. It makes me I feel too much. I'm already a hypersensitive person. I don't really need to do that anymore. Yeah, it was interesting. Mostly the location of Panama I found interesting, and the cats that were pumas, because we again, I keep saying we, maybe you're you're traveling with people, or you want to, or something, but I kept running into actual pumas like on the trail that were like disguised into the trail, into like the sand or the topography, or they were just disguised. And like I remember like accidentally walking into one and thinking it would attack me, but it did not. They were actually really friendly, and there was cubs and everything, like a lot of them, a lot of pumas, and a lot of mountain, like top of a mountain, like the top of mountains, not like in the jungle or anything. No, we were like on the cliff edges and shit. And then all of a sudden it turned into like some Philippines place where they had like blue furs over bamboo, and a woman talking about hash, and her daughter that got her arm bit off by a puma. I don't know, okay? Random bit from me, okay? Make sense out of it. If it's just jibber jabber, I hope you're still here, all right? For me, I was like, I'm trying to go to Panama. I don't know what that's all about. And somehow pumas, big cats, or maybe just as big cats, significant. For me, that's always, big cats are always significant. Okay, we have sage. We have sage. That's weird because the dream I was just talking about, it was like a place where like wild sage would grow. That's how it looked, at least. Like, I don't know if wild sage grows in Panama. It probably does, but anyways, sage. All right, let's read on what sage is. And then we'll get into the Sunny Spread 5, because, you know, I got my new thing that my Sunny Spread 5. I've also been sleeping a lot. Maybe y'all are too. I've been enjoying it, but for people that are trying to communicate with me, sometimes it's annoying for them. But I'm like, my body needs the rest, and I'm going to provide it. I would suggest the same for you. Unless you're somebody that just always is sleeping a lot, then I don't know. But for me, I normally don't, like, I don't know. Depends on what's going on in my life. But now it's been like, when I go to sleep, I stay asleep. And it's for a long time. And my body's happy about it. Here's sage, all right? Purification. She willingly transforms into ember in the name of sacramental cleansing. She is a living ceremony charged with protection and the unmitigated desire to let go. She burns, clarifying and cleansing interference and toxic spirits from her surroundings. She purifies all, even herself. Sage is native to high desert. What did I just say? High desert. Maybe Panama. I want to look it up on my, I don't have a friggin', maybe look it up if it's important to you. Sage probably grows on the mountains in Panama. Maybe, I don't know. High desert ecosystems and perfectly embodies their grounding qualities. With your aligned intentions, she will gladly hasten your positive transitions and clarify your purpose and vision. Sage indicates the timeliness of purification. With your intention to clear cluttered energies from the spaces of your body, your mind, your emotions, your home, your altar, she will, by her ashen solemn plume, unveil a new blessing. Enlight sage to accelerate your purification process, okay? Ask her to surge towards your senses with her delicate strains of perfumed smoke. The overall clarity and groundedness that this ritual brings will be its own reward. 13:31 as I looked at the timer. So in a balanced form for sage, is clear, harmonious, and grounded. Imbalanced, depressed, chaotic, conflicting energies that create confusion. To bring into balance, intentionally clear your physical spaces every day. Yeah, so do some decluttering, clean your area. Don't they say like demons like to hide in dirty clutter? Like demons love clutter, or they like just filth. So if you notice yourself like, you know, and this goes for me too, I have to clean my spaces all the time. If I don't, I actually get anxious. But yeah, if you notice you have plates by your bedside, or you know, a bunch of dirty laundry you haven't done, or just you need to mop or sweep or whatever, like just do it. Do it, okay? Do it, I dare ya. Do it. All right, cool. Let's get into the 5 card Sunny Spread. Let's see what's going on. Let's get into the shit. Let's get into the shit. 5 card sunny spread. Oh, Bo, what are you doing? Okay. We have a 6 of Cups on the bottom and a 8 of Wands. I don't know. Let's find out. Trusted angels, trusted ancestors, intelligence. Intelligence is what I've been calling Most High, God, Spirit, whatever you refer to as the all-knowing, all-seeing sun, beast of the light. Of the light. I don't say beast with I'm not gonna, no, never mind. Anyways, I call it intelligence. So if you're confused by when I say that, that's what I mean. Or intel. Okay, cosmic dialect. What do we have for the first row? For the sunny spread 5, let's shuffle first. Two cups on the bottom. Let's see. Cosmic dialect. What do we have for our first row for the heart of the issue? The Sun card is the heart of the issue. How is the Sun card the heart of the issue? Something's coming to light. Something's being exposed. Oh. Something's being exposed. In a positive way. I mean, I get it's probably positive for you. I mean, well, all the cards in this deck, I believe, are upright. So the Sun card in a negative way could be people being blindsided by their own ego. Sometimes by their own faith, whatever it is that they believe in. That can be anything, okay? We'll see. We'll see what it is, because we'll get more. But the Sun card in its confused upside down form could be people acting out of ego, blindsided by their own beliefs, their own faith, what they believe is real, what they believe the sun is shining light on, what they believe is the truth. And in its happy form, I mean, the heart of the issue would be something is being exposed. Something is being seen. The sun is up. Daylight has come. People can see now. That's an issue. Okay. Death card. Wow. On the bottom. That's giving like, well, yin yang, dark light, sun, death card. This is giving like underground. That's giving like a photosynthesis, plant life. This is giving below the ground, where the worms go and decompose and things are decomposing. I don't know. I'm not going to pull the death card, but you could be dealing with a Leo or a Scorpio. You could be a Leo or a Scorpio. Or dealing with one. All right. How is this going to affect? How is this going to affect whoever's watching Cosmic Dialect? Having our Sun card. That's the heart of the issue. Why? Why is the Sun called the heart of the issue? Why is the Sun called the heart of the issue? Maybe we'll do a third deck. I haven't done that yet for the Sunny Spread 5. A King of Penti upside down. We have a King of Penti upside down. You could be a Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. For this reading, it's most likely dealing with one. It doesn't have to be though, okay? So don't get stuck on signs. Don't get stuck on genders. When I yell at signs, genders, yada yada, it's just to clarify things for people's storyline. Please don't get stuck on it, okay? If it doesn't hit, don't make it fit, please. If it's not your message, as much as I want you to be here and love that you're here, just watch the next one or one of my previous ones. Readings are timeless, okay? Time means nothing to your subconscious, all right? A King of Pentacles for how it will affect you. It's upside down. An unstable potential masculine. Not a grounded person. There's somebody that is not grounded because of whatever has come to light, whatever is being seen, whatever is being worshipped. It's making someone unstable, impractical, messing with someone's money and their stability and their groundedness, their money, for sure. That's a part of it, for the King of Pentacles. This could be your person that is messing with, or a person that you're dealing with. A boss, a money person, a partner, a friend, a family. We'll find more. Interesting. What to prepare for our third row is a 3 of Cups upright. You celebrating. You're celebrating with friends. Speaking of friends. Okay, so far this reading is giving whatever's coming to light is a good thing. Whatever is coming out, that we find more on, because we're going to get into the gossip. Oh, you bet your ass. But it's turning a King of Pentacles upside down. It's turning somebody that is like a potential boss or a friend or just an earth sign. Somebody that embodies like that grounded person that like has it together, that is practical and logical and stable. Somebody that puts off that vibe is going upside down. I say upside down because it's an evil, dead, creepy version of saying the word upside down, okay? Don't get weird about it. That's just, I'm a theatrical bitch, okay? And how it's affecting you, or I'm sorry, what you should expect, what you should prepare for, or get ready for, is a 3 of Cups. So celebrating with friends. You could be a Cancer. One of your friends could be. Okay, that's good. I like that for what to expect. That's awesome. But let's find out more. 4th row, freeform incel. What do you got to tell me, intelligence, about all of this? Intelligence, what can we tell me? What can we tell me? Who do we have in the room here? What can we tell me? An Ace of Pentacles. Do we love that? Okay, this King of Pentacles is not going to like it too much, so try not to rub it in, okay? I don't know what's going on here. There's something about this exposure that is going to be making someone very upset and you very happy. That's how it's feeling, okay? For the freeform until the gossip row. Ace of Pentacle, upright. Somebody's business establishment, somebody's fame. Why is that coming through? Fame, fortune. This Three of Cups next to this Ace of Pentacle is given like fame and fortune. I don't know why. Like people are celebrating you. You're gonna come up on a bunch of money somehow because something's being exposed that you've probably been waiting on and that you've known intuitively this whole time is your truth. But people, I'm getting people called you crazy or didn't want to believe you because it was so out there and weird. Three of Pentacle, yeah. Mingling, three Pentacle, Three of Cup. People mingling, talking about, you know, past it. This me saying it now is past energy. People getting together to talk about what you were talked about, and it was concerning for them for whatever reason. Because they have a tiny life and they don't, and maybe they always secretly wanted to see you fail or something. Okay, that way, maybe not, but like, I don't know why I'm saying that, but that's also giving, if this is true, what I'm saying about there's something being exposed that's turning someone upside down and you're going to be celebrating about it and potentially coming into like a new money endeavor or just being incredibly stable financially. You may have people that are like gonna want to come back from the past that like you haven't talked to in a long time all of a sudden, and like be good with you and be in your good graces because they it's a lot. Just be wary of people like that, okay? I'm not saying ignore them. Like if you have love for them, a King of Swords upside down. We always grab a couple more for our freeform intel row because it's the T row. A King of Swords upside down. King of Swords is also my cop card. It doesn't have to be a cop, but it sometimes is my cop card because it's the person that is like, it's not an emperor where it's like the rule, like emperor for me is more like Gandalf. Like, well, that's more like hermit, but like, you know what I mean? It's like an older father figure that doesn't really want to entertain themselves in gossip as much as they do with just like maintaining stability, maintaining their income, maintaining just, you know, life in its healthy form. In a King of Swords, it's that, yeah. Anyways, that's what anyways, the King of Swords for me is someone that is more concerned with correcting information, making sure that people are receiving the correct information, people are receiving their just due, and people are being handled in ways that they should be handled based off of information, based off of intellect, based off of the truth, whatever that means, okay? And it's upside down here. So something about this Ace of Pentacles upright is not upright for a King of Swords. A Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, masculine. Doesn't have to be a masculine, but that's what's here. Let's get one more for our freeform intel. What's the T on that? Let's get another one. A Four of Swords. Whew. This King of Swords is not too happy about whatever's going on here. You got two upset kings about this. A King of Pentacles and a King of Swords. Why am I getting that this has something to do with like establishments? Or like something that's being exposed is a really big deal. And it's fucking with establishments. And it's making people want to lay down. Four of Swords. People will be. It might make someone ill. this King of Sword. It might make this King of Sword ill. High Priestess on the bottom. Okay, that's enough for freeform intel. Let's go to the conclusion row. How does this end? Fifth card. What's the conclusion for this intelligence? What is the conclusion? And then we'll pull our clarifiers. What is the conclusion for this King of Pentacle upside down, this King of Sword upside down, and you, Sun card person? I feel like you're the heart of the issue, and I don't say that in a mean way, but you seem like you're the Sun card here. So you're an issue. We'll find out why. You might want to laugh at that. I think it's funny. Not in a bad way. The conclusion is an Eight of Pentacles. Work. Working. Back to work. Maybe something was going on with your work where you couldn't work. Something was happening with your work. The conclusion is Eight of Pentacles, you know, where the man is literally like sitting, you can't see in this deck as much because the colors, but he's working on his pentacles, like very literally and physically working on his pentacles. And a Knight of Swords. The conclusion is, well, the Knight of Swords is my technology card. So an Eight of Pentacles with a Knight of Swords. Can I get one more for the conclusion? Is like people are working on sending emails, letters, documents. People are working on communication that's correct now because we had a King of Swords upside down. And I got a Knight of Swords upright. Maybe this King of Swords screwed up a bunch of shit, like intentionally. Sending out false stuff, okay? Like it's giving crooked cop. Something just turned over. I want to look at it. 10 of Pentacles upside down. Or, I'm sorry, 10 of Cups. It could have been someone in your own freaking family involved in this. It could have been a Pisces person, an Aquarius person, a Capricorn person in your own family. Okay, side note. Or a Sagittarius, Wheel of Fortune. We're not going to pull those. I just wanted to see it. I see a star card here. So confirmation on Aquarius. There could have been an Aquarius masculine. I don't know why this came through, but the Pisces, I think, is a 10 of Cups. But just the star card and the Four of Swords here and the King of Swords, there could have been an Aquarius masculine messing with truth on purpose. On purpose to cover his own tracks, to do with money so he could what, protect his own money. I don't know what the hell he has to do with you. We're gonna find out. You're an issue though. You're a Sun upright, okay? You're an issue for the, I was gonna say the Devil upside down. The Devil card is not the moon, but like, you know, whatever, make sense out of it. I think you will. One more for the conclusion here. The Emperor, here he comes. And the Six of Swords that just flopped over with a Six of Pentacles. Okay, the conclusion may include a your father or someone that is going to be helping you, a Six of Pentacles. Someone wants to run away though. The Six of Swords just flopped over. Here's that person we were talking about earlier that's like less concerned about information and more concerned with just maintaining like normalcy, but like at a high level. Like at a high level. And they have a lot of money to maintain it. They have a lot of money to continue to hush people up or save face. Right? Six of Pentacles. They have money to Six of Pentacles people. They may want to do this with you. You may be looking at someone who wants to settle with you. And you're like, I'm good. I got an Ace of Pentacles already. What do I need you for? Let's find out more. Let me get one. Oh, I never do this for the conclusion. One more for the conclusion. One more for the conclusion. Eight of Pentacles and Emperor. Oh, you may be becoming an emperor. A Queen of Swords upright. There's a lot of people coming out that feel like officials. Like whether they work in your local community, whether they're your boss, somebody that like pays you, like you don't pay them, they pay you, or like you know about them because they are like some important figure in your community. Ace of Cups upright. I don't know. Let's get clarifiers. But for the conclusion, we have the Eight of Pentacles, the Emperor, and the Queen of Swords. Someone's going to be working on your behalf to help you finally with whatever you've dealt with that involved an upside down King of Pentacles and an upside down King of Swords that really screwed with some shit. They really went weird, upside down world and did something strange. Let's find out more. What did they do? Ooh, what? Why? Ooh, what? Why? A Five of Coins and an Eight of Coins. Well, yeah. No, I'm not going to pull that quite yet. I'm going to put these somewhere else because I want you to see my candles and my pumpkin. Okay. All right, trusted angels, trusted ancestors. What can you tell me about the heart of the issue? Let's backtrack now, okay? Heart of the issue. Sun card. The heart of our issue is the Sun card. 3717. Death card again. That came out last time. Like when I split the deck, I'm pretty sure. Right after Sun. I'm not gonna pull it. Let's see what pops out. Okay. Sun card. Cosmic dialect. Heart of the issue. Is that the death? Oh no. Whoa. A Five of Pentacles just fell over on its side. That's weird. Let's get it going here. All right. What can you tell us about the heart of the issue? What's going on with this Sun card? Why is the heart of the issue the Sun card? Why is the heart of our issue the Sun card? Why? Intelligence, trusted angels, trusted ancestors. Why is the heart of the issue the Sun card? Okay. What the heck is what the heck? Why the Sun card? A Seven of Coins upside down and a Ten of Wands upright. Someone's really burdened because their advances aren't working out. Someone that's somewhat okay. Something is being exposed about someone's investment. A large majority of people are either experiencing now or are about to experience why someone's money is weird, why your money is weird. And look, if your money is weird, it doesn't have to be because you're doing something weird at all. It could be because someone fucked you over, right? Yeah. People are starting to understand why you're upset. Is that what this is? People see what's going on, why you're upset, why you're struggling, who is responsible for doing this to you, or why it's happening to you, why you've been stunted with your money on purpose, I'm getting, because you're a sun person, like a star seed, like unstoppable force. You can't really stop a sun, so good luck for them, right? But the sun card is about like exposure, like seeing stuff in the sunlight, because the sun is up. We see stuff in the daylight. And the Seven of Pentacles upside down is a investment that is not working out at all. That was a really bad investment. Or like the potential for something to grow and just like it never did, and and then like the Ten of Wands, just carrying all these burdens, not knowing when it will end, and just feeling exhausted, and sometimes not knowing who to tell or who to express it to. All that combined with exposure is like someone's feeling exposed about that. All right, let's get a couple more on that. Heart of the issue, that's the heart of the issue. People are seeing someone's truth. People are seeing a truth. Ace of Cup, that came out a little crazy. This is good that people see. This is a good thing. People are going to empathize. Maybe you were going through a period where you felt like you were this person in this upside down Seven of Pentacles, and with carrying these 10 Wands, where you were so like, I don't know what to do. My money feels stuck. My investment, like when I say investment, I mean, that could mean anything from just like what you do every morning to like what you've dedicated your whole life to, like your career path, or like maybe you just started going back to school, or like you decided to quit your job and like start something new, or even a relationship. Like you just don't, maybe you hit a rocky path in your relationship, and it created a Ten of Wands where you just feel like it's too much to carry. But people see that, and like normally that would create embarrassment, right? And maybe it is creating embarrassment or shame, and there's nothing to be ashamed about. We're humans. On these tarot channels, a lot of times people are like, oh, someone's dealing with this because they're going through karma. I really want to nip that in the bud as much as I can in my readings and on my channel. When someone's going through a difficult time, that doesn't have to be karma. Okay, so please don't always associate difficult times with karma. Please. It's actually, that will give you karma for thinking that way. Okay? But yeah, an Ace of Cups. You maintaining a full heart and being a loving person throughout that. That's an issue. That's the heart of the issue. If that applies to you, it could be who you're dealing with. It doesn't have to be you. You could be dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, a Leo, a Sagittarius, or a Virgo? Or Virgo? Okay. what to expect from all that? A Two of Swords. The King of Pentacles upside down. Remember, we had this person that's like, I mean, this could be you, but like, I get that it's not you. What you can expect from that, what's being exposed about this burden and this, like, it feels like somebody's money has been intentionally tampered with, like messed with, like intentionally. So they like had no, like they could not grow, like backed into a corner. Their money is stuck. They have nothing to do except, I mean, I don't usually, except, you know, an Ace of Cups can get a little sacrificial and a little lusty and a little ritualistic, backed into a corner, so they had nothing to do but sex work. And that's not the case for whoever I'm talking to. And even if you do that, like, I'm not talking to you then. That's not what you want to do. That's not what's happening here. And that turned maybe this King of Pentacles had all of his money betted on this or something. Like maybe they did something weird that made it so they like spoke too soon. And when you didn't actually prove yourself to be this picture, this person that they painted you as, it put them in an upside down King of Pentacles position. And now people don't see them as grounded or stable because they see them as twisted and weird. And they're in a Two of Swords now. That's what you can expect from this person. They don't know how to move. They don't know what to do. They're stuck in between decisions. They play both sides. They're duplicitous. Whoa. Justice. Did you see that? I'm taking the Justice, okay? There's a lot here, but, well, hold on. We have a Two of Wands, a Lover's card, an Eight of Wands upside down, and a Justice. What did I just say about that weird sexual stuff? The Lover's card, an Eight of Wands upside down, and a Two of Wands. They had this idea to create a, let's just call it a passionate exchange business plan that involved passionate exchanges. And it did not go quite as planned. You could be dealing with a Gemini or a Libra, an Aries, again with the Leo, or having it in your own chart. Don't get stuck on signs. I just yelled out so you can get confirmation. So what to expect is, if in this message may not apply to everyone, okay? If you are someone, masculine or feminine, that felt like you were awkwardly, I almost got a frog in my throat, so that's usually when someone doesn't want me to say some shit. If you were awkwardly placed into a situation that felt like you were backed into a corner and you were given no choice, all your options had, not options, what you did for money and what you love to do was taken away from you somehow. Eight of Wands upside down. I don't know how they did that. We'll find out, I hope, in my cards. They may have even sent you like, and when it didn't work out, they may have sent you false relationships. So you'd get stuck in a shitty, if they can't get money off of you from sex work, then they'd rather you just get, you know, linked up with someone that's not meant for you. That way you just kind of float off the map and people forget about you, right? Because you're a sun card person. People don't forget about sun card people. They don't. No. You shine too bright. And if they can't get money off of you, well, then no one can. And they want to shove you into a shitty relationship where you have no progression, Eight of Wands upside down. Well, guess what? Justice card. I don't think so. And also they thought this would work, justice card. They thought they would get justice from this. Maybe they needed money for like some other shit they're dealing with that you know nothing about. Or that you are included in and know nothing about. I hope that's not it. Let's get more, please. We are at 50:21. It's a longer one. All right. What to do, how to prepare, how to handle this. A 9 of Wands on the bottom. Continue being your warrior self. The Wheel. Okay, what to expect. The card that we pulled out of our initial card was a 3 of Cups. The celebrations. You're winning something. Something about this is going to be turning out in your favor. A Wheel card. You could be a Cancer, Scorpio, okay, Pisces, or a Capricorn or Aquarius, having it in your own chart, dealing with one. No, I'm sorry, just, scratch the Capricorn and the Sag out of that part. I mean, you can, whatever. Maybe that was said for a reason. Mostly Cancer and Sagittarius. You could be dealing with one or having it in your own chart. Ace of Coins on the bottom. What to expect from all this is that we have Ace of Coins twice here, people. There's Ace of Coins up there and there's Ace of Coins here. I'm not going to pull this Ace of Coins, but it's right there as well. What to expect is opportunities and friendships. Your friends coming back. Why am I coming back? Maybe you lost friendships because of something that was said about you. Maybe people backed away from you because of some fabricated, even messages, maybe even images, video, whatever, you know, deep fakes, AI, artificial intelligence. They're people that are criminals are really good at being criminals these days because of artificial intelligence. I swear there needs to be some form of regulations on certain apps, or they just need to disappear. They need to disappear. Maybe pairs are significance. Maybe you're shaped like a pear. You know, you have a body like a goddess. Maybe that's why this happened to you, because people saw you in a certain way, and there's much more to you than that, clearly. But if you have a pear-shaped body, then you're voluptuous. And people may only see you for one thing, which is very messed up and not cool. And they're being seen for it. 7 of Cups upside down. What to expect is you've made a choice. You're not confused. People are not confused. Your friends aren't confused anymore. You're stepping into this happy Jupiter energy with the Wheel of Fortune, where you're like, it feels more not so much as like you're taking a jump through the Wheel of Fortune, the revolving doors thing, where you're just like, you know, destiny, fate. Yes, of course, it feels that way, but it's more so like this was always what was going to happen to you. Like you were the perfect person for this, as much as it's probably been so painful. Strength card, as we're talking about all that. Strength card. Like you were the perfect person for this. Like, I don't know what you've been through, but if it's kind of what I'm picking up on, which involves basically SE exploitation, or just being very shiny and people seeing you that way and being, it's not so much I'm not really getting as much feminines being jealous of other feminines off this. I'm kind of getting feminine energy that's attacked by masculines that are scared of feminine energy or something, and like embody this toxic masculinity stuff, right? And I'm all about a strong masculine. I love masculine energy, and I love feminine energy too. But if there's one thing I despise, it is a masculine that exploits feminine energy when they're not even a strong masculine to begin with, because they're what? They're a bitch. And they want to vagina so badly that they have to attack us to receive not one at all, ever. Maybe a couple coins, but definitely not a China. Sorry, not sorry. High Priestess upside down. You could have been dealing with a really stressful okay, let me back to you. There could have been a really strange Pisces feminine in the mix, helping with this somehow, some way, somehow. Be weary of a strange Pisces person that's in a 3 of Cup group that tries to like mingle with you. They may want something else to do with you, whatever that means, money-wise, physically. I don't know. What is that? Or somebody was just, they're not intuitive. Or because that's what you can prepare for, what to expect. Can I get a couple more on that? A Strength again. A Strength card upright with a High Priestess upside down. That combo is kind of like, you can expect this person to not be able to put their money where their mouth is, not be able to intuit anything that's going on. Because those two kind of cancel each other out for me. But let's get another one on that. Who is this High Priestess upside down, and what's she in our, why is she in this what to expect row? Because of an Emperor upside down. And who do we have over here? An Emperor upright. Well, well, well. This King of Pentacle person could be this Emperor. We have 2 Emperors here. There could be 2 separate. There's like I was saying, there's a lot of people here with like money and power and say so in something. Like somebody was doing shit about you without your consent. Like making money off of you. Ten of Swords Strength card. They're relentlessly trying to do this. Okay, off of this Wheel of Fortune, 3 of Cups, 7 of Cups upside down, High Priestess upside down, Emperor upside down, and a Strength and a 10 of Swords. What you can expect is that they will also, okay, side note, big, maybe main note, you decide. You can expect them to relentlessly continue to try to do whatever they're doing to you. I don't like saying that, but that could, this 3 of Cups upright as our main card at the top with all this. They're delusional and they feel untouchable. Like they feel like they can do this to you. They feel like they can because they have the money for it. Why do they feel that? Okay, let's get into the extra intel. Why would they feel that they're untouchable? Intelligence. We have a Ace of Pentacle, a King of Sword upside down. Oh, because of a dirty cop. Because of dirty law enforcement that they could have paid off. We have that Ace of Pentacle up top. We have this King of Sword and a 4 of Sword. They paid someone to shut up. There was money to keep people quiet here. A Knight of Coins. Knight of Coins. Money exchanged in a seemingly practical, logical way that no one was bothered by. Nobody knew. Well, some people did. Some people knew what was going on. But I get that people didn't exactly know what was going on. Like the severity of the situation. So they're like, oh, you know, let me give you some money just to keep that quiet. Like, don't tell so-and-so that you saw so-and-so at this time. Or don't tell so-and-so that you know so-and-so. Or don't tell so-and-so that, you know, don't report that. No, don't put that in your report. Like, don't When you see this person doing this car, driving this car at this time, make sure you don't pull them over. Like things like that, okay? Where a cop will get paid off, or a highway patrol, or whoever, or a hospital. If you see somebody coming to the hospital for this, like make sure you just like give them a clean bill of health and send them on their way or something, right? Or keep them in there for 3 extra days so we can do, I'm not gonna go there, but oh my gosh. Do you see what just popped out here? The devil. Ace of Coins, again. Okay, we have 2 Aces of Pentacles. I'm taking it this time because this is the second time it's shown itself, and the devil is here. A Knight of Coin, a Devil card, and a Ace of Coin. This is like what somebody does for a living. Whatever they're doing to you is what they do for a living. And they're addicted to it, or they have vices, or they're obsessed with you. Obsessed with money, I mean, that is a given. The devil is obsessed with money. 5 of Swords, yeah. Because they're concerned, I don't know why I'm getting with this off the 5 of Swords. They're obsessed with money. I don't know, you know, money, yeah, but like they're just overly concerned with creating this facade about their exterior. They want people to perceive them a certain way. So having a bunch of money helps with that. But behind closed doors, there's a strange obsession that nobody sees. Maybe their wife, husband, spouse gets glimpses of this activity that they do. But they just brush it off like, oh, they're just, you know, oh, it's Saturday, you know, football's on Saturday. He gets worked up, or I don't know, something stupid like that, right? No, but secretly it's like he goes through that all the time. She goes through that all the time, because what he's doing is giving themselves a mind battle as they are warping themselves through the next business deal, the next strategy to fuck someone over while they enjoy doing it, because they get sexual gratification from it. They get money from it. They enjoy hurting people, and they're getting money from it. And this includes you somehow. All right. That's upsetting. 2 of Cups, yeah. And it involves some form of like love exchange stuff, or they try to appear really sweet and friendly. Okay, that's creepy. This person's creepy as fuck. I'm getting you're dealing with like a group of masculines, or like 1 or 2 masculines that have heavy earth placements. Could be a Capricorn person, a Virgo person, a Leo person, a Pisces person, a Cancer person, an Aquarius person, an Aries person, Libra, Taurus person, having it in your own chart, dealing with 1. Okay, so for the conclusion, we have our 8 of Pentacles, the Emperor, and the Queen of Swords. Off of all that, before we got a King of Swords upside down. Again, here he is again. He's twice here, upside down, twice here, upside down. Okay, for the conclusion. So we still have, okay, so because now we're getting work, and these people that are, we have the Queen of Swords, somebody that's cutting with truth. She speaks truth. She's about truth. She could be a Libra, a Gemini, Aquarius person with an Emperor. But we also have a King of Swords upside down. This is the conclusion. This is just giving more fuck shit. It feels like a continuation. More bullshit. It feels like somebody's going to try to... It feels like somebody is going to try to just create more corruption. There's just more... this is not Pentacle. I mean, there's an 8 of Pentacles at the top there. But this is giving more like people being corrupt and giving each other money to keep their mouths quiet. Something is a really big deal here that they did, that they partook in, that the community is involved in, that their co-workers are involved. Something is a big deal, and they want people to be quiet about it. That's how it feels. I get this Queen of Swords is not too happy about it. This Emperor is upside down over here, and now he's upright here. So that could imply that this Queen of Swords spoke to this Emperor person about the truth. That's what Queen of Swords do, right? They're about information, intellect, things like that. And an Emperor is at the hierarchical level. He's up there, besides the Hierophant and the High Priestess. And with the 8 of Pentacles, like there's been work going on, not like I almost want to say trabajo. Somebody could speak Spanish. I don't know. Just throwing it out there. Not like physical work, but like they're working on a deal or like figuring things out together. Because he's upside down over here. And now he's upright here with a Queen of Swords upright. But we still have a King of Swords upside down. So what the deal is, what the fuck is, what's this guy's deal? Why is he a 3 of Swords? Oh, he's heartbroken. Oh. Okay. Maybe this is maybe that's their counterpart, this King of Swords to this Queen of Swords. Maybe he's heartbroken. We have a 3 of Swords here. That's the heart, with the 3 swords going through it, the heartbreak card. How is this the conclusion, though? How does that make sense? Someone's upset. Okay, there's the 3 of Swords here. And a 4 of Wands upside down. Oh, because they're... yep. Oh. People they associated with don't want anything to do with them because they found out what they're up to. That's kind of, this last row for the conclusion is kind of giving like, this King of Swords really fucked up, frigged up. Sorry, YouTube. I don't cuss on purpose. But this, something about this, it's a cop. I swear it's a cop. I swear it's a cop, and it's his freaking wife or something, dude. It's like his wife or something, dude, that found out what he was involved in, and it's so debaucherous and freaking humiliatingly, embarrassingly disgusting what this potential police officer, judge, whatever, was up to. And their wife doesn't want anything to do with them. I don't freaking blame her. Or husband or whatever. Don't get stuck on genders. We may have to add an extra row to the Sunny Spread 5, because I'm like, what the heck, dude? This King of Swords is heartbroken. Maybe this Queen of Swords and this Emperor are like a thing now. I don't know. Maybe you're this Emperor. Maybe you're this Queen of Swords. Place yourself where you see fit. You're the master of your story. You could be an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. You could be a Taurus, an Aries. Yeah. Or dealing with one. Six of Cups. Yeah. They're going to be all in their feels about this nostalgic love that they had for their family. Well, they probably should have thought about that before they got all wrapped up in some sketchy bitchness, sketchy bitchness. Yeah, I'd say so. I want to know more about, like, it's not really telling me that much about, like, the heart of the issue was the Sun card, and like this burden placed on you and your work and your heart space, or your love, or just being like this abundant, beautiful, happy person. And then for the second row being the what to expect row, or I'm sorry, the how it's affecting you row, is a King of Pentacle upside down, and the Two of Sword, the Eight of Wand, the Lovers, and the Justice. So it's affecting your love life, or it's like it's affecting your. It almost feels like there's been like weird people intentionally, or not intentionally, and you've just met some people that aren't exactly right for you. But also, it kind of feels intentional with like how crooked this, like all these emperors and these kings and queens of swords specifically, and Pentacle King. Lots of money kings and queens and informational kings and queens in the upside downs. And the emperors and shit, like that's like people that are highly looked up to in law and the community and politics and your family system, that are doing weird shit. And then there's like Lovers cards involved, and Ace of Cups situations upside down, which implies some sexual activity in the upside down. And that was done without your consent, without you knowing about it. And it's really, yeah, that would affect your subconscious if that's going on around you and you're just this loving person. And like there's weird things going on that you don't really know about until you know about it. You're going to come out on the other side feeling embarrassed, ashamed, guilty, maybe even. And then what to expect from all that is a Three of Cups, which is celebrating with being with your friends. But then it kind of turned into like this High Priestess upside down, and a Seven of Cups upside down, with a Wheel of Fortune, and an Emperor upside down. That's not the greatest combination, to be honest with you. That's a highly manipulative, someone who uses their intuition for bad stuff. Like it could be some chick who tries to, or masculine that tries to come off like a spiritual person when they're not. Their intentions are bad, and they're convincing though, and they like lead people in the wrong direction. It gets people in trouble. And there's like somebody with power and money involved in that situation, which is not good. And it's being masked as some like celebratory thing. Okay, and the extra intel row, the T row, is the Ace of Pentacle, a King of Sword upside down, a Four of Sword upright, an Ace of Coin again, the Devil card, and the Knight of Coins. So the extra T is that there's a lot of money being made off of someone's demise. And there's a crooked cop or something of that nature. Or somebody that just talks lies. Like it's just feces coming out of their mouth at all times. Like I don't know if there's a hint of truth that they speak like ever in their lifetime. Ever. I get it's a masculine. I get it's like a couple masculines here. Specifically a Gemini man, a Aquarius man, a Virgo, or a Capricorn man. Okay? Doesn't have to be that, but that's what's coming through. And they created some really sketchy, and it probably doesn't only involve you. It probably involves a lot of people that don't know exactly what is going on. They don't have all the details. They just think they're making money, or that they're involved in something cool, or I don't know. Doesn't feel very cool to me. And the conclusion is the Eight of Pentacles, the Emperor upright, the Queen of Sword upright, the Three of Sword, and the King of Sword again upside down. So the conclusion is that okay, good, okay. We do have the Justice card over here, but it's kind of trickling over here. The conclusion is that people are starting to turn, maybe people are realizing the truth of what's been truly going on here. And maybe they're working on it, spreading the truth now and helping to fix it. And this is hurting, like, that's just so weird that would hurt someone's feelings. But people doing the right thing, essentially, in that situation, is bringing this King of Swords a Three of Swords. It's breaking his heart. Maybe he was like in love with you. Maybe he had this like weird creepy crush on you, and like now he can't like spy on you anymore, or like stalk you anymore, or like know about your life anymore, because he's being revoked. He won't be able to, because he'll be bye-bye in big boy jail or something. He won't be able to look at you or drive past your house at creepy hours, or whatever the hell this person's doing. It could be even worse than that. I don't want to fearmonger on my channel. I don't like to fearmonger too much, but I also don't want to ignore any possibilities of what's going on. Because this is very possible, you know. It seems like this person is like in over their head and a little mentally disturbed. Well, not a little, a lot mentally disturbed. If they're heartbroken by the truth coming out. Probably because they're going to get in trouble and go to jail. It's kind of how it feels. I had it's so late right now. I had a car honk just now, which is confirmation for whatever I just said. If this story applies to you, my heart goes out to you. I'm sending you lots of love. This has been a really long reading, y'all. Okay. Should we get a couple more out of another deck? Hey, Six of Cups. We already said that. Six of Cups. Maybe definitely surround yourself with people that you love. If you have anybody in your life that is a positive influence that you can trust, please try to surround yourself with that. Not all of us have as many of those people as we'd like. So if you do, be grateful. Let's get a couple more for this conclusion row, please, angels. Trusted angels, trusted ancestors. The Eight of Coins again. Looks like you're going to be going back to work or just working. The conclusion, 2 Eight of Coins. Things will be moving if you've been experiencing stagnancy with money. That looks like you're going to force that to be not an option any longer. You're very perseverant. We have an Empress upside down as well. That's really strange. What is that? Oh no. A Death card and a star upside down. This person could be a Taurus, a Libra, a Scorpio, or an Aquarius feminine. That's really strange in the mix. I don't know if I should pull on that. I'm kind of being told I should, but I should grab another deck. This is a really long reading, you guys. I hope it uploads, because sometimes my shit doesn't even upload. Because my phone's so crazy. All right, let's get some more on this Eight of Coins again. What's this Eight of Coins again? Maybe it'll tell us more about you this time and less about these crazy people. Let's get more from my viewer, please. Whoa, too many. Death card. Here it is. A Queen of Wands. You could be a Sagittarius, a Scorpio, a Aries, a Leo person, or dealing with one. So we have there is a transformational, a death and rebirth butterfly out of a cocoon process happening to your 8 of Coins situation, which is really good news. Death card doesn't have to be bad. We'll find out, but I don't think it is. Something about the conclusion is creating like a new version of you, or like you will be feeling like a new version of yourself. Maybe it will even be like a new job. Maybe you may have to say goodbye to an old job, or just like remaster it. You're going to be like shedding the skin, kind of like a snake, right? Like shedding its old skin, like something doesn't work anymore, or like something was so I don't want to say like, it's like, yeah, something was like haunted, or something was like poisoned or like tainted about your work, or people working around you, or like someone making money off of you. Something about that was like weird, and so you had to like shed that skin. And I don't even know if you had, it's like you were naturally doing that, and like now it's off, and like you can step into this new phase of whatever this 8 of Pentacles work is for you. And that's why the Death card is here. A 10 of Cups upside down. Oh no. What's that? You could be dealing with a Pisces, or having it in your chart. It's kind of reiterating. Is that what this is, angels? The Empress upside down again. Okay, this bitch, I'm pulling her ass. Page of Coins. Who the hell is this weird Empress bitch? A 9 of Coins upside down. We have an Empress bitch that plays with. I don't go about this spell work magic shit on my channel. You guys know that. But there is an Empress out here in your situation, in the situation, in the collectives, in our situation. She could be a mother figure. She could be your mother. I hope not. She could run an establishment. She's a boss, but like not in a Queen of Pentacles way. And like she gets to lounge out and just chill and not really think about much. And she has people do all her dirty work. Although, that being said, she does like to get her hands dirty in ways that are not, in ways that would be frowned upon if people knew. AKA, she does magic. She may dibble-dabble in spell work, or tries to, or she tries to learn about it, or something like that. With the Page of Coins here, and the Death card, and the 10 of Cups upside down. If she has a family, it's fucking her family up. She could be this Emperor here. Maybe it's kind of giving that they are a couple. Like, you have a weird couple that is like high status, and he goes kind of back and forth, or whether or not he's like evil or like chill. I don't know what that is, but she seems like straight evil. And she's like dibble-dabbling in like dark magic. Potentially, it doesn't have to be that. Or it could just be weird dealings, like throwing people a coin here and there to like help her do A, C, and B. I don't know. But with the Page of Coins here upside down, and the Death card, 9 of Coins upside down, and she's very codependent. She's codependent. The audacity on top of all that. It looks like her home life is not too happy. Maybe that's why they're going through all this. Maybe that's why the Emperor is involved in all this. because he's desperate. She's desperate. I don't know why they need to include you. Why are they including you in all this? Because they're oh, because the Ten of Cups upside down. Oh. You could have an emperor that is in love with you. And he doesn't quite understand how to feel about that. And he's gotten people in your community, or she, his empress, has gotten people in your family, or something like that. It's like this hierarchical couple with money that like sees your worth has like burdened you beyond, like, not be, I don't want to say beyond repair, so, because no, it's not beyond repair, but it's like it's like they wanted that though. Maybe so he would feel better about like wanting to be with another woman. He just wanted to destroy you then. And she knew this about you and him, and so she wanted to destroy you too, but she did it in like, well, no, I get that they both did it in really weird ways or something. But what's the deal with this weird cop and this weird business owner person? Like, they really went out of their way to involve like a lot of people in whatever their little scandal was. I mean, she's clearly jealous of you. He's clearly in love with you. So that's causing a massive problem. And I get that you really don't want anything to do with either of them. I mean, clearly you don't want anything to do with her or him, depending on your gender. Don't get caught in the genders. All right, we got to end it somewhere else. This is a really long one. The Hermit card, upright. You may have to go into hermit mode and just like relax and stay away from people in general. Keep your energy secure, because I don't know, the conclusion of this reading wasn't as positive as my last ones. It just seems like they're going to continue with the fuck shit. So just keep your defenses up, keep your guard up. Try not to be too paranoid or anything, but just know that there is something that if you feel in your intuition and in your gut something weird has been going on, there is for sure. And it involves like your money, your reputation, painting you out to be like a hot mess or something. This reading doesn't really talk about you as much. It's talking more about like the weirdos involved and like how they're heartbroken amongst each other and dealing with dumb shit amongst each other now, which is good. Maybe it'll come to a screeching halt, I hope. Whatever they're doing to you, it better. And we do have the Death card here, so, and the Justice card, let's not forget. All right. All right, y'all. That was a long one. I hope you got something you needed out of it. Sheesh. All right. Well, I love you guys. Thanks for coming back to Cosmic Dialect. Until next time. Bye.